Hello. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how you can use the eCampus page for my class. To access eCampus, you want to go ahead and go to clever.com, and from Clever, once you get logged in, you want to click on the eCampus tile. I have it up at the top as the favorites because I added a little heart to it. If you want to do the same, you want to scroll down and find the eCampus tile and go ahead and heart it as well. You can also quickly access eCampus by going into the search bar and start typing in eCampus. From there, you can go ahead and click on eCampus. When you click on that, that will take you over to the dashboard. And from the dashboard, you can go ahead and click on a class. Since this is a math class, I'm going to go ahead and go to my math class. When you click on the math class, you'll be greeted with this screen. Now let's go ahead and talk about the different parts of my eCampus page, starting with the syllabus. So if we click on the syllabus here, you're going to see that our syllabus is right over here. It's kind of small. If you click on it, it doesn't quite do anything. But if you click down here where it says accelerated syllabus.pdf, clicking on that will allow you to be able to see this up in the center and a little bit bigger. We can make it even full screen. And if you also need to, you can zoom in or zoom out. What I want to bring your attention to though is going to be our units of study. What's in white is going to be solely 6th grade units. What's in pink is where we're going to start to see 7th grade lessons incorporated in, or possibly just fully 7th grade units. Because this is the accelerated course, we are covering all of 6th grade as well as half of 7th grade. So you can think of this as the advanced or accelerated course. I'll typically refer to it as the accelerated because it goes at a faster pace. Having to cover all of 6th grade and half of 7th grade within one school year does mean we will be going a little bit faster. So this course is usually for students who are a bit stronger in math. But if we go ahead and look back over here on our eCampus page, let's go over to our modules. This will be the most important page. So in our modules, at the very top here, you're going to see our frequently asked questions. Here is where I'll upload different video links like the one you're watching currently that go over really important things about the class. Within the course itself, you're going to notice that I have different dates for different modules. These correspond with different weeks throughout the school year, and within those, you'll typically find different important things, such as homework assignments. So for example, if I click on this first one here, it says summer assignment. And when we click on it, we can see this little message here. Your summer assignment can be turned in online or in person. If you have any questions, please feel free to let Mr. Menos know. Well, you have a summer assignment. Maybe that summer assignment accidentally went missing over the summer. Or maybe it's a little bit too destroyed. It got wet, something spilled on it. Who knows what might have happened. No worries. If you click over here where it says summer assignment.pdf, once this loads, here we go. You see we have our summer assignment. This is all over here. So you have a couple of options here. You can download this and print this, or you could work this out on some scratch paper and then you can turn that in as well. If you have your summer assignment completed, you can turn it in person, or you can turn it in online. If you're turning it in person, that's totally fine. Just make sure that it gets to me. If you want to turn it in online because maybe you're concerned that it might not make it to the classroom, you can do that as well. To do so, up in the right-hand corner where it says Start Assignment, go ahead and click on that. And then right in the center here, where you see this little rocket ship, it says Drag a file here or choose a file to upload. If you click on side of there, File Explorer will pop up. And from there, you can choose the document that you would wish to upload. Once you have it uploaded, you can go ahead and click Submit Assignment. If you don't have the document quite ready yet, or maybe you accidentally clicked on that Start Assignment button, but you didn't mean to, no worries. You can just go ahead and click Cancel. If we go back to our modules, we have a couple other things we can see here as well. For example, it's not only going to be homework that might be uploaded. I also might post notes as well. Those will typically be in the form of a PDF. So for example, if we click down here, we can see some example of what that might look like, where we have this review that was uploaded from a previous course. So this is something that might get uploaded as well. Or maybe if we were going through our eCampus page, we might want to go back to a previous page or go to a next page. We can use the previous button so we can see what something else has, or the next button. But if we go back to our modules here, there's one last thing I do want to talk about, and that's going to be the unit tests and quizzes. So tests and quizzes are sometimes done on eCampus. Not always, but typically. For our online tests and quizzes, I always have an access code that's going to be required for that. The reason why I do that is because I want to make sure we're only working on the test or quiz during class. Whenever students leave, I do change the access code, so that way I'm making sure that we are, again, only working on it during class. If for some reason you are not here, please make sure you reach out to me. Whenever you return, we can work a schedule on which you can go ahead and make up that test or quiz. But other than that, that is my eCampus course. If you do have any questions or concerns, please feel free to let me know. But other than that, I hope you have a good rest of your day, and I hope you have a good school year.